Yeah, so you are welcome once again to another edition of cybersecurity and ethical hacking, known as penetration testing, or ethical hacking and penetration testing are very similar, right? I think we already agree that both of them are offensive security, but one exploits, one do not exploit. Right. Okay, we are on the introduction to Kali Linux, and we've done a lot in this. We've spoken about a whole lot of things as regarding to what Kali Linux really is, and we've talked about what we need to learn in this place. We've understood the Linux file structure, the navigation system using the terminal, which I've explained, and the basic administrative tasks at this present moment. So also the Kali Linux command, which we are on at this moment. Um, let's move forward. Why Kali Linux is important, I've explained that. Red Hat Linux, Debian Hat, Ubuntu Linux, and so on, up to formerly backtrack before it's called Kali Linux, were examples of distros of Kali. And Kali file structure, I've explained all that, and the hierarchy from the roots, especially yesterday's uh, class. We were able to look into the root, from the roots, move into Kali, and from Kali and so home, we move into home, and from home into Kali, and from Kali into desktop, documents, and so on and so forth, just like this. And I explained all these net opt, all of them are directory, and like I said, Kali treats every file, everything, even hardware, as like a file, even the directory like a file. So I explained what the terminal is, how it looks like, and how we can put it on. Then we started our lab and we looked at a whole lot of commands. We look at the sudo command, the add user, the user mode, the pwd, the cd, the ls, and the mkdir. This was what we were able to look at in our previous class. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have 20. So I think we're going to be treating this in many more classes. And let me see, I just want to explain it in details so you will really understand how it is being done, how it is being used. That is why I keep hammering it. I want to use it as a YouTube tutorial. I will just explain this, say what it means, practice it, and move on. So we'll look into sudo, that's our super user privilege. We'll look at add user, and that is our creating new accounts in Linux system. And we're able to create an account called Good Luck yesterday. And user mode is helping us to elevate our privileges by adding the user to Kali, Kali sudo file. When a user that you just create is just an ordinary user, but user mode -a capital G, the name of the account, will automatically push the person into the sudo group. Yes, this is it. Sudo user mode -a capital G. -a means append and G means group. That means append this person into the sudoers list group. So PWD is print working directory, which also means present working directory. It's like a navigator that shows you your current location in the file system. At the time that you're hacking and you hack into any machine, you need to know where you are. And it's two things you need to know. You need to know where you are and who you are. Are you administrator? Are you an ordinary person? Like if my machine, my lab is being hacked into, the person needs to know, are they Good Luck or they are Kali? They need to know, are they root users, or so they know what to do to elevate their access and so on and so forth. So PWD is print working directory. Okay, CD is for navigating between directories. We talked about CD dot dot for moving one directory down. CDI dash dash for going one's previous directory, for moving previous directory, and dot dot slash dot dot go 2 steps higher. That means the name of the folder slash the name of another folder. Okay. LS is for listing, and we talked about all the type of LS yesterday. Talk about how we can use lists. That means show what kind of directory and files do we have. LS shows the basic directories. LS-L shows the kind of things that we have as regarding the permissions of the files. Y-A shows hidden files, and we have LS-LA or AL shows a lot of things and permissions with file and including the files that are hidden. And we did one yesterday. Make dir. We're able to use this to make directories yesterday, to create new directories. We created a new directory on our desktop in our machine. I think we call it CyberTech. And inside of CyberTech, after we CD into the CyberTech, we're able to create more directories, like 3, called log, reports, and maybe scan in at once. So -P was spoken about yesterday. He said it means we should create that directory even though it does not exist. For example, if you say make dir -P project slash client one slash recon, it means you should create recon and client one, even if that means it means you should create recon inside client one, and create client one inside project, even if project does not exist. So create it even though it does not exist, and if it exists, leave it. So today we'll be moving into touch. So let me open my lab. Let me get my lab opened. I would like to ask, have you tried any outside this class? Have you tried any yourself? Okay, we are at our login page. So I'm going to be logging in the Kali at this moment. Okay, so as we have it, the last one we talked about was the make directory, and we made a lot of directories, and the directories are the directories. We were able to create a directory called the CyberTech. I think that should be, yeah, CyberTech. And we're able to create more directories inside of it using the -P command, So -P simply means even when we are creating recon inside of client one, at least make sure that create this project folder, even if it does not exists. That's what it means. Create this project folder, the parent folder, or the parent directory, even if it does not exist. So it's just like a safe landing for you. So let's move on. Touch. So what does touch mean? So touch is used to create empty files. And we can also use that command to create multiple files. So it is useful for creating placeholder files, maybe files that we're going to keep logs, files that we're going to use to put our roadmap, such as what we need to do, when we want to do it, or possibly maybe you want to move the content of a file into a content of a file after you've been able to hack into the targeted machine or into your victim. So you want to move some details into it. So you can create a particular text file or Python file or a C file, a basic text file with the touch command. So let's look at it. The meaning simply means create empty files or update existing file timestamp. So the use case is that you can use it to create placeholder files, initialize log files, that is to start a log file, update modification times, useful for scripting, and the syntax is touch and the file name. So let's look at things like this. Touch test.txt, create a single empty file. Now let's try it out by opening the terminal. We don't need to sudo into it at this time. Let's check where we are. Okay, we're in Kali. Let's list the details. Okay, the folder we created yesterday was in the desktop. So I'm going to be cding into the desktop now. So let's do cd desktop. Okay, I'm in the desktop at the moment. Then let's see the folders that we have, the directories. We have CyberTech. Let's cd into the CyberTech. Let's see what we have in the CyberTech. Yes, I like this. These are the things, these are the folders we created yesterday. So I'm going to be doing clearing. I'm going to be clearing the screen. So I'm very, very sure I am in the CyberTech folder. Very, very sure. So I'm going to be creating files inside. So I'm going to be creating a file known as hello.txt, or I can create another one like log.txt. So I'm going to say touch hello.txt. Now, it runs successfully without an error. For it to have run successfully without an error simply means that the command execution is successful. All I did was to type hello space, was to type touch space hello.txt and I hit enter. So let's check it using the command prompt, and also let us check it using the GUI. So let's try the CLI ls. Do we let me see, let me list. Do we have it there? Yes, you can see we have it there. And we can also go and check the CyberTech, and you can see we have our text file there. Yes, our text file is now there. Now, moving forward, you can also create multiple files at the same time using the touch command. So I can decide to create like 3 files in the same place. I can say touch. I can decide to create a file called welcome.py. That is a Python file. Remember to put space in between them. I can say readme.md file. There's a program for developers that always a readme.md file for whatever they want to do. And watch this. Watch this. Imagine I want to create the third file and the name of the file is thank you.c. It's a C file, thank you.c. It will not run. Why? Because it's seeing this as a particular name of a file without an extension, and only this U is the name of a file with extension. So in case you are having a file that has a space inside of it, all you need to do is to put it in a string format, double apostrophe. So this command is going to create welcome.py, it's going to create readme.md, and it's also going to create thank you.c. Let's hit enter and check if it does not have error. So I've hit enter and it ran successfully. It does not have error. I'm pressing up 2 times to bring up my previous codes, my previous command lines, and let me hit enter if I can find them there. And you can see we have hello.txt, we have readme.md, reports, scan for directory, thank you.c, and welcome.py. Let's check it. Let's check it. And we can see we have all of them here. You can see we have all of them there. So everything was created, and that is how we create file basically in, for creating directory was mkdir, right? Do you remember that? Mkdir. Yes. Now for file is touch. For file is touch. But touch is not the only way that we can use to create a file. There are more commands. Let me see if it was noted here. There are more commands. Okay, they have touch space report.log, scan.txt, and note.txt. This will help you create a multiple file. I just demonstrated that. And touch-t 2025-0221 for file. Set a specific timestamp for your file. Let's try this out. Let's try this out. A timestamp file. Let's run it and see what we're going to have. So I'm going to have touch -t 2026. I'm having 02211430. And we have its file. So this is going to be creating a timestamp file for us. So let's see how it's going to be if we press enter. It ran successfully without an error. So let us check what we have. So we have a file here. It's a timestamp file. So you might be asking me, what is a timestamp file and what does it work for? So a timestamp file could actually be possibly maybe a file that could log in our activity, the time that we came in. It could log in into our activity and begin to show the time we came in and the time we came out, or things like that, or want to track our changes that we made in our files. We could add a time stamp files to it. I hope you understand that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So going forward, it says it creates a file. If the file doesn't exist, it creates an empty file basically. And if file exists, it updates assets and modification time. Then it says you should try it yourself. This is to see your new file, and we've been able to do that. We were navigating each folder by folder. So before I get to Nano, I would want to talk more about, let me check if I have it. Yes, cards. I want to talk more about cards. Cards is also used to display, what can I call it now? The contents of a file, but also you can also use cards to create a file. It is very, very possible you use cards to create a file. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be doing cards. or possibly, let's see, cat password.txt will display the file content. So let's cut what we have created before. Let's do this. Maybe we go into, I don't want to teach you the nano yet. Let's do hello.txt and type something inside of it and use cat to say what we have. It says, welcome to cybersecurity class with Mr. Simeon, and I'm going to save the current document. And that has been saved. So you can use cat to check the content of that file. I think I saved it in hello.txt. So you can say cat hello.txt. Yeah, can you see this? Can you see this? So why do you need to know when to use touch? Why do you know when to use heart? And why do you need to know when to use echo? That is another command. It's called echo. Now, you can notice that when I did touch hello.txt, you can notice it just created the file. So it is to create new file. But when you cut a file, that means you cut an existing file, hello.txt. You can cut an existing file, but watch it. You can also cut a file that is not yet existing, and this will automatically create it for you. Do you get that? So in a hacking world, when you have documents like confidential.txt, login.txt, inside after you've done ls, okay, let's do ls-al, ls-al, and we have all these files. And you notice that you are suspecting this file or this file, or more. Let us create a file that is hidden. Like I told you yesterday, that to create a file that is hidden, all you just need to do is to start it with a what? Do you remember? You just start it. No. When you want to create a file and you want it to be hidden, but that file will still be inside your directory, what are you going to type in front of that file? I told you must start it with something, a dot. I remember I said that because I told you these are files, but they are hidden. When yesterday we were seeing files such as bash r, and I was trying to cut them to see the content of what was inside of it. So if you do touch confidential dot txt, it's going to create confidential dot txt, but you cannot find it in the folder. Can you find confidential dot txt here?
No.
You can't find it. You can't find confidential dot txt because I've hide it. So this is how hackers hide files in their target system. So all you just need to see it is to do ls-al and press enter and look for confidential.txt and cut it. cat.confidential.txt. Now, it means there's nothing inside. Imagine there are passwords inside of it. Let us put some passwords inside of it. Welcome. Okay, we cannot even see it. Okay, yes, and I think this is great. That will lead me into Nano. Nano will now help me to write into this file. Even despite I can't see it here, I can write into this file using the nano command. That is the command I want to speak to you next before cat. That is the command I want to speak to you before cat. nano. This is the nano command. This is the nano command. Now, watch this. I said the difference between touch, cat, and nano is that touch will create a new file. Cat can also create a new file, but check the content that is inside. I don't want to skip this. Let me see if I have it. Cat, okay, I skipped it. So I would not want to skip it, though it is not popularly used, but I would like to teach you another command you can use. Let me clear my screen. Let me hit enter. Another command you can use to create a file. Imagine how to create a file called sec.txt. Sec.txt. I can use the command echo. I would like you to make a little research. What is the difference between a cat, touch, and echo command in creating a file on your own? Make that research. That is why I told you from the very first class that to know more in cybersecurity and ethical hacking, you will require a lot and lot and lot of researches. Didn't I say so?
Yes.
So as I'm teaching, I don't know everything. I only have the basic knowledge, the basic idea. While I'm teaching, I will tell you what you need to more on. And I will strictly advise you that you write. You need to know the difference. You need to know when to use a touch. You need to know when you need to use a cat, and you need to know when to use an echo. So you can use an echo also, but the command of echo is echo apostrophe space apostrophe, then a greater than symbol, then the name of the file, such as sec.txt. It runs successfully. And you see that I use a touch, a cat, and I use a echo command. And if you look at that, you can see sec.txt. Can you see that? Then
Yes.
imagine I've done like 3 commands already. I've done 3 commands already. So I created a file at a particular time, and we could not see that file, and we want to write into that file. That brings me to the knowledge of nano. Nano. So nano, sorry about that. Are we still together?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. The call came in. I've handled it. So nano is a command. It's like a text editor that can only run in the terminal, not in the GUI. Just like the way you have Notepad. The way you have Notepad here. The way you have Notepad or sticky notes. That is the same way it runs. But this one, you cannot go to an icon and click nano. No. All you need to do is to use it on the command line, and you can edit what you can do in the command line interface. That is what nano is for. So it's a simple and a beginner-friendly text editor where you need to edit a configuration file. You can use it to write scripts, and we're going to be using it to write scripts now, or take notes during a penetration testing, or you can even use it to nano your friend. You can use it to write a message to your friend. It is much easier than a VI or Vim for beginners like you. So we have Vim, we have VI for note taking or document creation, but nano is very good and is very fast, and it's not that heavy. How do we work on nano? So when you type nano space, the name of your text file, trust me, nano will do 2 things. It will open the file immediately with an editor. You can type in your contents and you press Ctrl O to save and press Ctrl X to exit. These are some commands of nano, but trust me, the one I've been doing mostly and I've been making use of is this two, Control O and Control X. Cut current line, I've not tried it before. Paste, cut text, I've not tried it before. Control W, search for text, I've not tried it before. And Control G, I've not tried it before, but trust me, this will come handy. But I'm going to be trying this Control O and Control X, and you'll see how we can nano into a particular non-existing folder, non-existing configuration file or text file or any file whatsoever, type something inside of it, save it, and exit. And you can cap that thing, and that program will run successfully. Don't forget, the file we want to nano into is a hidden file. You understand? It's a hidden what? Hidden file. You can write into a hidden file and get it out. So let's work on that. Let's see. I'm trying this. Let's see what results we are going to have. Okay, we have confidential.txt. Now, let's try a nano confidential. Okay, it's dot confi. If I didn't put that dot, it will open another file called confidential.txt. So let me now know. Can you see that? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
On the
Yes.
CLI, read 0 lines. So let us write something. Remember, it's there from the one I went to this place and I right click and I opened. Do you know it's totally different?
Yes.
Do you know it's totally different? So let us write. Please give me some time. Let me pick this call and tell them I'm busy. Hello, ma. I caught it again. Okay, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at this point, I'm going to be writing a text here and I'm going to be reading whatever we have here. I will say, welcome to class. This is a beginner to advanced cyber security training. Cybersecurity training. These are all the things you'll be using, making use of when you penetrate into, or let me say, when you exploit any vulnerable assets, and you exploit into them, and you're able to create a file, copy what they have inside there, use cats to read what is the content. So these are the command lines you need to be very, very comfortable with before you can say you want to hack. Maybe my next class, I'm thinking of moving into anonymity for you, because that is one of the greatest thing a red box are. That is someone who is an offense hacker, someone who is an offense security expert needs to be anonymous online. So the concept of anonymity. But before the concept of anonymity, I would like to play with some tools and hack this particular box that we installed. This box. Remember, we installed this. Do you remember? And that is our Metasploitable 2. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
This is our Metasploitable 2. I want to maybe just do a small freestyle for you to be able to see that I can hack into Metasploitable server, one of the ports that is running. We can hack into it. And after hacking into it, I look at which which service is it running. After I know the service is running, then I just want you to see how I can use command. Get what is there. Download something. Get out of it. Run away. Do you understand? So that is what I was thinking I want to do, but I'm still thinking I should take it level by level. Teach you anonymity, teach you footprinting, teach you scanning. After teaching you scanning, I'll now teach you, after I've taught you all those, then I'll now teach you how to hack Windows Server, how to hack Linux Server, how to hack into Windows machine, how to hack into different kind of things that will now begin to do how to hack. But I want you to be very, very comfortable with these commands. The way it's doing me is as if I should start hacking, open Metasploitable 2, scan it, see the open port, see the version they're running, check for the exploit available, run the exploit on them, on the loophole, on the vulnerability, then bam, enter into the machine and begin to. But I don't want to teach you like that. I am not showing off. I am teaching you cybersecurity, ethical hacking. So when somebody mentioned, please let us make sure that all our boxes are anonymous. You know what to do. When they say let us scan a particular machine, we just want to scan and look at what are the services it is running, what are the ports that it is running that are open. I want you to be confidently be able to do that. That is why I don't want to rush. But the way it's doing me, I want you to see how you can use all these tools to show forth one thing or the other. I don't know, I might do that for you, but you may not understand it, and that might throw you off balance. Maybe I should take it cool. Let me take it cool, and we'll continue. And definitely, trust me, we are going to act and make use of all these things. So this is a beginner to advanced security training class in 2026. Lecture instructor, let me use instructors details. Simeon. That's aka virus and students. So what are you going to like to be your cybersecurity name, your ethical hacking name? Mine is virus thing. What is going to be yours? You've
Not really
not thought
thought about
about
it.
it. You've not thought about it.
Not yet.
Hmm?
No, no, not
Okay,
yet.
think about one. My one is virus thing. Think about one, or you want me to name you? Want me to give you a name?
Give me a name. Let me just give me a name for now.
Okay, let's say shadow arrow. So shadow arrow, that's the meaning. When we talk about shadow, there's something called Etsy shadow. Inside the Etsy shadow, when you hack into a file, inside you get yourself into the file system, and you go into the Etsy folder, and you go to the shadow command, and you see what we have in the shadow. You can CD into this. So this is DFKMNOPKRS shadow. Yes, Samba too. I don't want to say anything. I want you to see it yourself. Splits.
Huh?
I don't want to say anything about it. I want you to see it
Oh,
yourself. I can even call you the harvester. Okay, so I'm very sure that shadow is a hidden directory. I guess it's .shadow. So let me tell you what shadow means. Shadow is a particular kind of folder that hides all your password and username details in your machine. Now, let me jump from what I'm doing is different. What I'm doing again is totally different. But let me teach you. This command I want to use right now, I'm going to right click and choose open terminal here. So I'm having two terminals now. This command I want to do right now is not part of what I wrote down, but I want to do it for you. So you can see what shadow means and what is saved inside shadow, and arrow, what it means in ethical hacking. So let's do Firefox. To open a browser, you do Firefox, name of the website. So I'm going to call it DuckDuckGo because we hardly use Google as an ethical hacker. Why? The reason why we don't use Google is that Google keeps track of what you search on it, and they keep a tab on you. It's called cookie stealing. They steal your cookies, they steal your session in your browser, they steal the header of your browser, and they keep a tag and download your searches and hide some things from you. But you see this site, DuckDuckGo, is a secure site for hackers. DuckDuckGo.com. When you type Firefox, is a command line name called Open Firefox. DuckDuckGo.com is the name of the site you are going. Press enter. Firefox will open, and it open DuckDuckGo.com directly. You can see that. Can you see this? Look at what they wrote here. What did they write here?
DuckDuckGo.
Protection, privacy, and peace of mind. So it simply means that you are not being tracked. You cannot search for, if you think it's a joke, you can try it. You cannot search for this website in Google and it will give you a response. It will not answer you. You can try it. DuckDuckGo is mainly for ethical hacking with your privacy intact. With your privacy intact. Now, let's search for what is the etc /shadow you see file in Linux. Let's see what it keeps. It keeps credentials, and that is what you're going to be. You see, it says understanding this. What is this? Let me make it bigger. The etc/shadow file stores hashed passwords and password aging data for user on Linux. So if you want to hack a particular account, you need to attack the etc shadow file and download whatever you have there. Can you see it? Yes. So when I say you are shadow arrow, I'm simply saying, which one are we? When I say you are shadow, let me close this. Okay, so also, before I leave that, I would like to, okay, it's a shadow arrow, like I specified here. Shadow arrow simply means when you are targeting the words, the credentials of a particular system. You understand? Your own is to go into a system, get their credentials. That is where you are good. That is your specialization. Like they can wake you up in the midnight and they tell you they need to download the credentials of a particular system. Then boom, you are into it. You attack even when you close your eyes, you can type it off and then attack the etc shadow file, download it, bam, run away from the machine, delete your track. But my own is virus thing. I like to create a virus, bind it to a file, send it to somebody, then boom, I'm in. That's the meaning of virus sting. Okay. For now, you might change your name, but I would like to call you Shadow Arrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And what else I can say? Let's just say this is for educational purpose. This is for educational. I hope you learned new thing with that Firefox purpose only. You learned new thing that you can open your browser using Firefox and the name of the site. And you can also just type Firefox alone and it will work. So like this, you see that I can't type anything here. Okay, it's not going to work. It's still working. Just press Ctrl+C to cancel it. You've canceled it. You see that Firefox browser is no longer here. This is no longer here. So you can type Firefox alone. And it comes out. Yeah. It will just take you to the last place. It takes you to the last place. But on most times, you don't need to take you here if you close this before you exited. So let's just do Firefox. Let's see what we're going to be having. This should give us a clean home. Can you see that? So this could come
Yes.
out in any exam that you are having, that what is the default browser for Kali Linux is Firefox. Is Firefox, okay? Okay, I'm going to be exiting this. Exits. Okay, so we are in the nano, and I've been able to write something in my nano text file, which is called confidential.txt, which is hidden. And to save is Control O, to exit is Control X. That is all I know. I've saved into, I want to save into it, and I'm going to be exiting. So I'm going to be pressing Control O. I've saved it. You can see all these things there. And I'm going to press Control X to exit it. Control X to exit. Okay, it's telling me write to file confidential.txt. I must press enter. Yes. It says wrote 15 lines. Do you get that? I press Control X. It asks me to confirm that you should save it. I press enter. Then I can press Control O. Control O is not going. Let me try Control X. Yes. Control X closed it. Control X close it. So let us read the content. Cats confidential.txt. Did you see this? Did you see this?
Yes.
A hidden file. So you can see the big difference between cats and touch. Though cats can also create, but it is mainly or mostly used for what? Reading the content of a file. Do you get that? Should I hold on a little for you to be able to understand what we did here? Should I hold on a little? I want you to look at the screen and digest what we just did. We did a nano, created a what? A hidden file, and we wrote into the file and saved it with Control O, and we exited with Control X, and we set cat.confidential.txt, and we can read everything. So when you get into your cd/home and you get into your ls, let's do cd dot dots. There's something I want to do, cd dot dots. Okay, I think I'm home, pwd. Do you know what I'm trying to do? Do you know what I'm
Yes.
trying to do? I'm trying to
Yes.
help you, teach you how to navigate into the Etsy shadow. Inside the Etsy shadow, let's go and see what we have in there. Okay, we can crack it later. I'll teach you how to crack files, password cracking later. So let us move. We're already where? Where are we? We're already in the base file. Let's see what we have there. Do we have the Etsy folder here? Can we see? Yes. Yes. Can you see that? Can you see? Please, I need the response. Are we still together? Hello? Is it from my side or is it from your side? Hello? What's going on? Did I lose today again? What's going on? Did I lose today again? You're on hold. Hello, can you hear me? You're on hold.
You're looking, but you're not. I'm not hearing anything. Hello.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, can you hear me now? I can hear a sound from you. Would you like to, hello? Would you like to exit and join back again? Hello? I mix Windows command. I mix Windows command with this every time, CLS from Windows command. Can you hear me? Would you like to leave the meeting and join back again? Leave the meeting and join back again. So I want to carry you along, please. We do that very fast. Oh, wait. Welcome back. Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. So what I was showing the other time before you got cut off was that I was trying to show you how you can navigate into the Etsy shadow file and see if you can cut the content that is inside. And after you cut the content that is inside, you can copy it and save it to the desktop, download it from there, and you've moved on from the system. Okay. So What I
Yes,
did initially was that I did cd ... that brought me to the present working directory that I am, which is the root, this place. Okay, not Kali. The basic file system, the basic file structure, the slash, the root where all of them, etc, net, everything here that it is. So this is where I am at this particular time right now. In this place, this is where I am right now. Okay, can you see that? That's the base,
yes,
the base of. So I want to type ls. Now, can you see etc folder? Let's assume you've hacked into a particular system now. This etc folder, all you just need to do is to do cd/etc. And you're already in etc and do ls. Let's see, do we have a folder called shadow? Shadow. Do we have a KOS Samba sensor? See shadow. Can you see shadow? Can you see shadow? Are you
yes,
there again?
yes.
Can
I'm
you see
seeing it.
can you see shadow? So let's see. And shadow is not an hidden file, but I want to be sure if shadow is a directory or shadow is a file. Let us try that with ls-al. Okay, let's go and look for shadow. Let's go and look for shadow. Yeah. Can you see it now? It is not a directory.
Yes.
It is not a directory. It's something you can read and write into. And let us cut it. Let us cut shadow. Let's see if we can cut. If we can't do that, we'll try sudo cut shadow. Can you see? Can you see permission denied? For you to know the kind of security there, let's sudo cut shadow. But before we can do this, the best is for me to have copied this. Okay, let's see. Wow. Wow. I was able to hack into it. Should I explain what I just did? Should I explain what I just did?
Yes.
You understand what I did here? I was able to do ls-al at this particular place, and I was able to find out shadow here. And I discovered that shadow is something I can read and write into. And I cut into shadow. I cut shadow file, and do you believe that I saw my username and password? What is my username? If you remember this machine, what is this machine's username? Do you remember?
Yes.
What
Wait,
is
the
it?
username.
Yes.
V for you.
The one I'm using presently.
Is think being some. See that code name that you
Not
gave
a
me.
code name. What I used to log in. What is the details I used to log in? My username and password.
Okay, the password is this thing 1 2
No,
1 2
no, no,
3.
no, no, no. No. It is not for good luck. I'm talking about my own. Before I created good luck.
Your own. Oh no.
This is it. It's something we've been using together for a very long time now. See it here.
I don't know the pass.
You know my password. I told you that by the time you defaultly enter into a new Kali machine, that the username and password will be default Kali.
Oh,
I told you
okay.
now. I told you it's Kali. My username is Kali. My password is Kali. And now look at it. What do you see here? Can you tell me what you see here? Imagine you download somebody's details. What do you see here?
Kali.
What do you think is here? What do you think is here? This is what we call password hash. All we just need to do is to go and decrypt what we have here. This is what we call a password hash. Now look at this. What is this? What username is this? You're not talking again.
I'm seeing it.
I can't hear you. I can't hear anything. What username is this? What do you think is this?
I'm the password this thing.
Don't use the word this thing for me. I've never taught you and use the word this thing. Use the same word I used now. This is the password word. This is the password hash. I just said it now. You can't write anything in the exam. You can't write anything in a professional report and say we were able to hack into your system and we were able to get your username and password this thing. I just told you that this is the password hash. Please keep terms into your mind. Please, I'm begging you. Always be very, very fervent with cybersecurity terms. This is the way you can succeed in this field. This is the username and the password hash. This is good luck account username and the password hash. Can you see how I just hacked this machine? But thank God it is mine. You can see the power of cats now. You can see the power of cats.
Yes.
That's good. So let's go. Look at this, mosquito. Look at this. What are all these? But this is actually our password hash, and that is it. So let me clear the screen. Let me clear the screen and go back to the folder I was, ls. I was in the folder of, I think, Kali. I think I was in Kali folder. Let me confirm. I was in step forward. I think to move forward is cd dot dot slash dot dot in two folders. Okay, yes, I'm back. That is another command that you just know now. If you are in a root directory, just press cd space dot dot forward slash space dot dot. It takes you directly 2 folders higher to where you are coming from. So if I do present working directory right now, you see that I'm in my root folder. So from there, let us ls to see what we have. Yes. Let me move to home. cd home. I hope you understand all these things I'm doing. I don't need to be explaining this again. Okay. So I'm in home right now. I'm moving to desktop. cd slash home. Oh, sorry. cd slash home slash desktop. That is where we have our desktop slash cyber tech. I think that's where we have our file we are working with. Yes, it's correct. There's no such file in directory. No, now. I want to jump at once. Okay. Really? Okay, let's do cd slash home slash desktop. Okay. Let's do home alone. Okay. What do we have in home? Okay, sorry. We have good luck and Kali. So it should have been cd slash Kali slash desktop. Okay. Let me change into Kali. And from Kali, let me see if I can get to desktop. And from desktop, let me see if I can get to cyber tech. I'm trying to jump 3 folders at the same time. It's called absolute paths. Okay, it said there's no that there. Let's check Kali desktop. Yeah, it's working. I'm not supposed to put that slash at the beginning here. Hope you are watching the way I'm troubleshooting. If I'm troubleshooting, I may not see anything. Just get what I'm doing. Okay? Okay?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Okay. I try to navigate earlier into Kali desktop/cyber tech, but it gave me an error. But when I now remove the first slash, I was able to get inside cyber tech. So LS. Now, what we did recently was I created lo.txt and I was able to cut lo.txt and I was able to read welcome to the cybersecurity class with Mr. Simeon. And I think I created another one again. Is it welcome? No. Is it sec? I think it's sec. Is it sec? Let's do cat.sec.txt. Sec. I'm repeating many protocols so you can understand. There is nothing inside. Which file did I write into the other time? My desktop. Which file did I write that long thing into? There was a file. Okay, it was confidential. It is hidden. Okay, you remember? Remember we
Yes.
hide confidential. Yes. So we cut
You wanted the file, yes.
confidential. Yes. You see, it's good you have good retentive memory when you are actually hacking. You understand. So you know what to do. Don't lose and start all over. So it was confidential.txt. So I'm thinking we should make it a hidden file. What do you think? Make it a visible file. So let's leave that and move into more important thing today. I'm happy you are getting the concept and I'm playing around it so much and you can get Nano. You can see the way we work with Nano. It is a kind of a notepad that works in the terminal environment. So cat, I've explained what cat is. And cat in its word means concatenate, join files together. So it means the text, the word in your password, I can read it in password.txt. I can read those words and it brings out it. So chi mode. So I'm going to be working on chi mode and I'm going to be working on chone. Those are the two things I'm going to be working on this and I'm going to call it a day. So looking at chi mode, what does chi mode actually mean? So chi mode is actually used to give the read and write and execute permissions to file. You remember there was a particular time I was telling you this is a read and write, this is execute, and this is file. Oh, there is something I jump for you to be able to understand that concept of CH mode. Okay, if I don't practice this in your presence, you may not understand this. Let me clear this. So I must do something in your presence and you will be able to understand what it actually means. Okay, watch me. Let me list what I have inside here. Do I have any file? Yes. I have a file called welcome.py. So I'm going to be writing a Python program inside this file. And after writing the Python program inside this file, I am going to run that file with a Python command. And there you notice that I don't have executable permission. Do you remember the letter for executable permission again? I explained it in the previous class.
The what?
The letter that denotes executable permission to be able to execute a file.
D.
It is not D.
Okay.
D is for directory.
E.
It is not E, my brother. It is not E. It is X. Did you hear that?
Yes.
It is X. What do I call it? Look at it. This is a directory with read, write, and execute read permission. This is execute and write, and this is execute. I told you yesterday. I know I made mention of all this, please. Please, I will need you to be watching my videos before you come to class, please. It is not be good after I talk and talk, teach and teach, and I come back and ask small things you're supposed to grab, and it's not going. And I noticed this, I know you'd have come across me explaining what X means. And I was mentioning this place is called ownership, group, and user. And I told that this ownership is Kali, and the group is automatically Kali,
Yes.
and the user is X. And this D stands for directory. This RW stands for write and write, and X stands for executable. So now I created a file called welcome.py. Let me do ls. Welcome.py. This welcome.py is supposed to be something I'm supposed to run with Python code. Now, how do I run a Python code? How I run a Python code is by saying /, the name of the file, then the code will run. Let's look if I can run welcome.py. Let's see. It's a Python file. Let me see if I can run welcome.py by using this syntax /. It means run in Python. Do you see what it said? Do you see the error we have? It said what?
Permission denied.
It simply means we don't have permission to execute this command. So look at this. Look at this. Permission denied. I need to confirm what kind of permission do I have on welcome.py. How do I get that? Just do ls-al, the name of the file, welcome.py. It's going to tell you the kind of permission you have. Now, I have as a owner, Kali, I have read and write permission. I can read into it, I can write into it. Another one as a group, I have read and write, and as a user, I have read only. So I need to convert this welcome.py into an executable file that I can run. And this is how we are going to be running our scripts, our viruses in, wait, is that English correct? Viruses. Sorry, our virus, all the virus we create, our malwares. This is how we are going to be running them. Imagine you create a malware called virus.py. You are going to run it inside that place as /virus.py. But because it's a non-executable file, we do not have executable privilege. I'm going to convert this file that will be able to run it. Now, before I run it, I want to write something, a Python program inside this file. And I want you to be able to see that I can run the file. So what is the name of the syntax that I'm going to use to write into python.py? Can you tell me?
You what?
I want to write, what is the name of the command I'm going to use to open python.py?
RW.
Yeah, you said a
The
command.
RW.
I'm talking about a command. I'm not talking about permission. I'm not talking about permission. I want to open, there's a command I've taught you that you can make it to open a particular file and you can write into it like a text base, like as if it's a notepad in a command line. What is it?
I'm CD.
Eh?
CD.
CD is to move from one location to the other. When you CD into a particular directory or you go down in particular directory, I want to write into welcome.py. It is nano. I told you. I explained this to you. Nano.py. I explained this in a very big time. I said nano.py is a command line editor. And that is why I was able to write that long story I wrote that I was saying command Control X is to close. Control O, that is nano now. Nano welcome.py. Enter. This is it. This is it. When I did nano.confidential.txt, we were able to see all what we have inside of it. We can write inside of it. So I'm going to be doing nano. That means I want to write into, let me check where I am first. Am I in the right place? Kali, what do we have in Kali? Oh, I'm not in the right place. I'm supposed to CD into desktop. Okay, what do we have in desktop? CyberTech. I'm going to CD into CyberTech. What do we have in CyberTech? Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Welcome.py. So in this welcome.py, I'm going to use Nano to edit the content of it, and I'm going to write a Python program inside. This is what we call elite hackers. Elite hackers are people who can write programs, who can write exploits themselves. So I'm going to write just a simple Python program. And this is how a Python program starts in the scripts. So it is called #*/usr, that is user, usr/bin /python3. This line indicates that this program is actually a Python 3 program. And before you know what happens, you'll be able to use this same program. The what do we call it now? I would say, hold on, I think this is wrong. This simply indicates that you are telling the computer to understand that this file should be treated as a Python file. That's what it means. It should be treated as a Python file. So I'm going to be writing a Python program. I'm going to be writing a Python program. And the Python program is going to be print. This is a Python code. Print. Okay, let me say. Okay, let me type. I want to reveal the password of staff's password. Staff passwords. Okay, now the first staff, I don't say you should learn this. I'm only telling you learn this in school or elsewhere. I'm only writing a Python program, and I want to run this program, and you will see that it will run successfully using Kali Linux. So I'm going to be giving the first staff a name. I'll say first staff password is, okay, let me say first staff password. First staff password is equals to, I can say, let me say words like fingerprints, I'm writing a Python program, fingerprints at 123. And I'll say the second staff password. Second staff password is equals to, I would say digital. at 2026. Now, these are the two staff's password that we have in that company, right? Now, this is a file now,
Yes.
a very secretive, a very confidential file. So I'm going to be writing a Python program that will exploit it and say, print. So you need to know Python if you want to be writing exploits. So print the file, the staffs has been hacked. Watch your staffs has been hacked. So what I'm going to do, the first staffs has been hacked. Then let me go, or let me use to make it faster for me, please. Sorry. Let me make use of a formatted output. Yes, this will be easier for me. Okay. Okay. So the staff has been hacked. Their passwords is, watch this. I'm not typing the password. The password is what? First staff password. First staff password. That's the first one. And the second staff password is, don't worry, it is there, is, let me do, yes, second staff password. Second staff password. So I'm closing, yes, I'm done. All I just need to do right now is just to save this. That's it. This is what I typed. So what I'm expecting is that this is a script file in a particular company that has list of staffs, first staffs, second staffs, and their passwords, just like the way I showed you the shadow folder in the etc, the shadow file in the etc directory. So this is a particular kind of a confidential text, and it's a Python program. So I'm going to save it by pressing Ctrl O. Now it's telling me welcome to, write to file welcome.py and press enter. And I'm going to press, it has written 11 files. I'm going to press Ctrl X to close it. Now let's go and run it. You notice that we don't have access to run it. Yes, /welcome.py, permission denied. How can we run this thing that the permission will not be denied anymore? That brings us to the concept of CH mode. CH mode. That brings us to the concept of CH mode. Now, how can we do CH mode? That is when you notice that you want to run a particular file and it's denying you access. That is the meaning of CH mode. So you need to, is denying you access. So all you just need to do in this one is just to say, you need to convert this file to an executable mode from a read mode. And how can you do that? Let's look at our stuff. I'm not going to teach you this 7 something for now. I don't want it to be too compressed. So I'm just going to go with this, something like this, using the sudo command, because you need a super user power to convert what you are doing. So I'm going to convert a welcome.py. Hope you remember that this, when we did ls-al ls-al for welcome.py. It's showing us that it is not executable. Can you see that? Do you remember? Do you remember it is not executable?
Yes.
It is, what is it? Can you tell me what RW stands for?
Read and write.
Thank you. Another one again, it stands for what? Read and write. And the R for the user permission stands for. So we are going to change it now. This thing must change. So we have already seen with ls-al that it only has a read and write permission and read permission. So we are going to use sudo and chmod to convert this file into a readable, executable format. Then, bam, we run it again. So how do you do that? You say sudo chmod, that is, I don't know if the word is correct by saying chmod or chmod, user plus X. That means give the user executable permission and type the name of the file, welcome.py. Press enter. It's asking for password. Put your password, Kali. It runs successfully without a problem. It ran successfully. Now let us check if this file has been given executable permission. How will I check? I'm going to type ls-al welcome.py. Wow, this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see something changed here. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see something changed.
Yes.
What changed here? It became what? The user was given what permission?
RWXRW.
Now, what does that X mean?
Is executable.
Executable. That means the file is executable. Now, I'm going to run that same command again. This Python run command. So let's say dot slash, it means run welcome.py. Let's see what will happen. Look, this. Let's read it. Staff password.
Which one?
The staff has been hacked. Their password is fingerprints at 123, and the second staff password is digital at 2026. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Yes.
It is totally different from cat. I'm not saying cat welcome.py. Cat is showing me everything I have here. All the old program I wrote. Do you see that? It's totally different from running the program. So I ran the program by pressing dot slash welcome.py and the program ran. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Yes.
So I can even make it bigger than that. I can say nano welcome.py and make it a bigger program and write a particular exploit. Like, I don't know, let me say something. Let me write a particular program that will say, it will ask you for your password. Enter your name and password. Or let me just say, enter your password. Okay, I just say, it's because I know how to write Python. You understand? So you need to learn that if you want to be able to be an alert hacker. Inputs, enter your, enter your username. Username. So we change this to username. I know with this little thing I'm writing, you should be able to be understanding Python little by little. User name equals to input what? Your username. What am I saying in this essence? I'm saying the person should enter his username. And I'm going to be calling this password. And I'm going to be asking the person to type in your password or input your password. Input your password. Now, do you know immediately the person enters that, it tells the person that you have been hacked. You have been hacked. You have been hacked. You have been hacked. Your username and password is, I want to do that. Let me cut it like this. Delete this. Okay, nice one. I'm removing it from you have been hacked. I'm removing from the formatted output. I'll now say print your username is, then let's give it the word username. Username. And okay. Username. And your password is, this is Python though. Don't be confused. I'm only trying to run a script. So most of these scripts will be downloaded by you or by us when we are using it. So don't be confused. I only know what is in the script and I can change it to my taste. Your username is username and your password is password. Is that not it?
Yes.
Because whatever the person enters, it saves inside what? Username. And whatever the person enters, it saves inside password. So it's going to be pretty whatever the person saves and whatever the person types inside here. So let us save it as Control O, enter, Control X. Yes, let's run it. Let me confirm if it's executable. Yes, I can execute it. So I'm going to be clearing it. And I'm going to say ./welcome.py. Execute that. Oh, you have been hacked. There's an error in my program. Nano welcome.py. There's an error in my program. You have been hacked. Oh, sorry. I didn't cover this place up. I didn't cover this place up. Yes, I jumped this. Yes, it's going to work now. Control O. I'm purposely repeating all this so you can sit into you. Control X. So you can, okay, press enter, then Control X to close. Then let's run this again. We have audio rights. I'm just going to be running it. Password. What is the error? Your username is username and your password is password. Do I need to close here? No, I don't need it. Unterminated screen lateral at line 12. Let's try it again. It says nano welcome.py. Oh, I'm not supposed to put this here. I'm not supposed to put this here. So the red line you are seeing at the top, like I said, means treat this file as a Python file. This is it. It means treat this file as a Python file. Control O, enter, Control X. Now, let me clear my screen and run it again. You can see the way I can write program, discover the bug, and run it. So I'm doing ./welcome.py. You have been hacked. You have been hacked. Didn't I put anything here? Nano welcome.py. Let me read my, this is correct. This is correct. This is correct. You have been, oh, sorry. Why am I making mistakes like this? This is not supposed to be outside. Yeah, this should run now. Are you with me?
Yes.
You can see the way I'm debugging my program. You can see I'm an elite hacker. I'm debugging my program. Control X. This is actually what I wanted to see and see how we do things. So all those things you see on the internet or in the movie, and somebody say, get into those cameras. I'm in. You should know that it is not easy. Don't mind them. So we're going to be doing ./welcome.py. It worked. Hey. So for you to know that what I wrote is working, can you tell me staff password? So tell me your username. Give me a username. What was the username I gave to you? Shadow
shadow
arrow.
sh-
Shadow arrow written like this.
shadow arrow.
0, 0. Shadow arrow. Press enter. Input your password. Give me a password, a random password from your side there.
Shadow 1 2 3 4.
Shadow 1 2 3 4. Let me press enter and see what will happen. Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yes.
It says you have been hacked. Your username is Shadow Arrow and your password is Shadow 1 2 3 4. That is me using the power of what? The power of CH mode to convert an unreadable file, an ordinary .py file, and I was able to convert it using the word sudo this user plus executable privilege. So if you want to change it to read privilege, what do you think you're going to do? You're just going to say user read privilege. Do you get that? If you want to change it to, are we still together?
Yes.
If you want to change it to write privilege, you can say write privilege. There's a way you can use numbers also. There's a way you can use numbers also. For example, I can do chi mode instead of doing it this way. I can do it in a very funny way. It means the same thing. I can say sudo chi mode 744 welcome.py and it will work. It has worked. It has worked. Do you know what I just did?
No.
744.py. It's those numbers simply amount to a particular kind of privilege. Look at this. Watch this. See, can you see that? Can you see 7?
Yes.
Can you see 4? 4. So definitely
Yes.
I'm going to be seeing RWX R dash dash R dash dash. That is what I'm going to be seeing definitely when I do my ls-al. Can you see? Am I not correct?
Yes.
Am I not correct? So is either you can use sudo chmod 744 welcome.py. That is the name of your file. It gives you the privilege you want. And you can also use sudo chmod u plus x, user plus x, the name of your file. Is it hard? Is it hard?
No.
Thank you. I'm happy you said it's not hard. So I'm going to be stopping here for today so we can be able to go to the video, understand what is there, practice it. I don't mind. You can practice with simple file programs. Simple file programs like instead of writing this long Python file, write something simple. Let us nano welcome.py and let us just change all this into something very simple. All this into something very simple. Okay, I'm coming. Let me close it. Okay. Let me see if I can still find my nano welcome.py here. It is not there. So I'm not in the right place. So I'm going to move into, I want to just give you something you can practice with. Something very small that you can just get out and print on your screen. So I can just say, where am I? I'm in Kali. What are the files in Kali? Desktop. Okay, I'm moving to desktop. Desktop. And from desktop, I'm also moving to cyber tech. And that is where I'm going. Nice. Am I in cyber tech? Cool. I'm in cyber tech. So list the files in cyber tech for me. So we have welcome.py. I'll teach you how to delete later. welcome.py. Let's write a new nano welcome.py. This is it. Can you see it now? Let us just write a very small Python code. Very small Python code. Just one line. And they are done. Yeah, just these 2 lines. You can use it to practice. I'm only trying to show that I can write Python. Okay. Let's just do print YAHL. YAHL. Now learning ethical hacking with Python. That's all. Control O, press enter, Control X. That's all. That is all. Just go and run it. /welcome.py. That's it. That's it. As simple as that. Yeah, I'm now learning ethical hacking with Python. And I think with this, I think you should be able to learn some codes, and going forward in next classes, we'll be looking at chown. What does chown means? Chown. What does CP means? We're going to be looking into RM, and that's going to be our last class for Introduction to Kali. RM, you need to know about RM. I'm going to be looking more into, okay, I think there's a link error there, or maybe the slide has not yet complete. So I'll complete the slide. So like that, and so on and so forth. Let me see slide 25. Do we have anything? So I think there's no slide 25. So the slide will continue. Before the next class, I'll complete everything. Let me go to index. Let me go to index. So I think I'm expecting to do, this slide ends at RM. This slide ends at RM. Okay. Okay, yeah. RM. This is where it ends. That means I'm going to do more slides for MV, if config, net start, top, who am I, and man. And then we are done. So we are able to edit here today. Next class, we move on to this place. Do you have any question? Do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. And you understand everything very well. Chmod, cat, nano, and you understand all the O commands very well. Chmod,
Yes, sir.
cat, nano. Please, I beg you, by the time you come for the next class, make sure that you are through with all the old recorded videos, please. Okay? So
Sir?
practice with it. I say make sure you are true. You've practiced with all the old recorded videos, with all the old class. So by the time I come, you understand when I begin to mention -A, -G, -XR, user plus X, you know what it means. You understand? So till we see tomorrow again for the next class, I would say have a nice night. God bless you and take care of yourself.
Same to you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir.
Thank you.